Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another tack room talk. Probably the only other tack room talk you're going to get. This is sort of my private sanctuary. I don't invite people in very often, so enjoy the tour and remember that things change over time, and what you see today may not be exactly what it is tomorrow, but the principles stay the same. So my tack room, it's not perfect by any means. It can get messy during certain times of the year. So about twice a year, it's time to sort of run through it with a fine-tooth comb and make sure that it's organized, ready, and has everything it needs for the next upcoming season. In this case, this is the fall organizational run for our breeding. So what you'll see in my tack room is, I have plenty of storage space. A lot of what I store is stored in areas that are of use to me, right? So everything that's up high like this stuff is used for baby goat season, baby bird season. All those seasons are over, so they're tucked up high for now. My little vintage fridge where some medication lives, my grooming kit, which is readily accessible near the door so I don't have to drag it too far. The odds and ends and the baskets, right? All the tools and gloves and hammers and screwdrivers and stuff you need for quick access to fix things on the fly. And then, of course, other fun things like wasp and hornet spray, because you got to have that. We've got our tools, the big tub where our baby birds live when they are here in the tack room. They are no longer in the tack room. Happy day. No more baby birds this season. Microwave. Really nice touch to have the microwave. Certainly a luxury, but having a microwave down here allows me to heat water if I need to heat bottles, if I need to or want to warm a medication, if I need to work with something, I don't have to have hot water down here. I can make hot water. Plus, during breeding season, I can heat coffee, tea, hot chocolate, whatever, right here. So yes, I'm a little spoiled. And I don't mind saying it because you know what? If I have to be down here when it's cold and I'm wearing 5 layers and still shivering, it's nice to be able to heat up a thing of hot cocoa or a thing of hot tea. It also helps, like if I need to warm a towel to warm a baby up, think about all those things that happen to be part and parcel of being a farmer. It prevents me from having to run back to the house. Is it a far run? No, but why do it if I can have everything I need here? Right. So I do take inventory, and that's really what's going to happen during this, cleanup reorganization. Like I said, it's not really terribly messy, but I need to go through everything, check expiration dates, make sure that what I have on hand is everything I need. I haven't used anything up. And if I have used stuff, that there's sufficient amounts of it left for me to be able to have enough for the next season that it's needed. For example, I'll give you an example, right? One of the biggest medications you might use on a farm is fortified B complex. It is not a prescription medication. It is a medication that's almost all purpose for goats, right? It's one of those things where it's easier and better to give it than not to give it. It helps boost up their appetite. It helps boost some of their nutritional needs. And when a goat is feeling off, it's one of the first things I'll grab. This bottle is not nearly expired. Well, it'll expire November 25th, and we all know that November of 25. And we all know that expirations are, usually 6 or 8 months longer than they need to be. But this bottle, it's hard to tell because I'm trying to put it behind the light for you. There we go. So it is about half full. Because it is a go-to and because that expiration date is coming near, that bottle will need to be replaced for the upcoming breeding season, for while my goats are pregnant, while babies are being born. I don't want to be scrambling to get that. So that will go on the list of something I need to order and bring in. Something, for example, that wouldn't need to be ordered and brought in are wormers. I end up throwing away wormers more so than I end up with anything else, right? So during the winter, we don't have to worm. This particular wormer has an expiration date of February 2026. The bottle is 3/4 of the way full. So it should get me through next season without a problem before the effectiveness of the drug may start to reduce. Again, expiration dates are important, but at the same time, they're not exactly, it's just like milk. It doesn't go bad the day it says it's going to go bad. You have a little buffer time. So I'll look at that, right? I'll look at how many needles and syringes I have. I have plenty, quite frankly, so I don't need any of that. I have several different heat bulbs to work in our heat lamps. I've got my spare shampoos. I've got, grooming supplies, the never-ending supply of Dawn dish detergent. Dawn dish detergent is the best for everything from cleaning buckets and bowls to helping clean the animals when necessary, not for full grooms. Full grooms, we use something different, right? We talked about that a little bit. But spot cleaning or baby cleaning or getting baby poop off the back of their butts, definitely worth it. Also have baby wipes here. They're mostly for the humans to wipe our hands down. Gloves, tarps, anything that might be needed for the season. I have a bunch of, organizer drawers here. They're tucked away right now. So you're saying, geez, they're not very useful. You can't open the drawers. Well, that's right, because what's in there are things like nipples for baby bottles themselves, things that are really needed during breeding season that are not going to be needed right now, today, or anytime in the near future. When breeding season comes, when kidding season comes. So we're sort of in breeding season. Kidding season is about to start. When kidding season comes, there's a bit of a flip on the tack room. That's the second time that I do a tack room organization, and it flips the switch a little bit because all of the breeding supplies that are up here, all the ones that are tucked away here right now, or kidding supplies, I should say, will come out, and some of the winter stuff will go in, and that's just how I work it, right? It's sort of like changing over your clothes closet if you do that. I don't do that for myself because I don't have that many clothes, but if you change your clothes closet, well, I change my tack room. So that's really the quick and dirty tour of the tack room. I'm not going to go through everything, of course, because some of it is either prescription or specific to what I need and certainly isn't going to help you. The one thing I will tell you that every farmer should have is a thermometer and Vaseline to insert said thermometer. That and that vitamin B complex is probably the most used thing on the farm when it comes to the health and well-being of the animals. So I'm going to end it there. I hope you are having a fabulous day wherever you are in this world. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Be kind. And I will see you at the next one. Bye for now.